know now that Certo works in rehab, Certo works for at-home tests. Now this video will be to see if Certo works for probation drug tests. Hello you guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. For those of you that don't already know me, my name is Brittany. If you're new here, feel free to leave a like, drop a comment, and consider subscribing because it'd be really cool and it'd help me out a lot. Also, don't be afraid to hit that little notification bell to get notified every single time I make a new video, because I promise you that is very, very rarely. I'm a very busy person as of lately, unfortunately. So I'm gonna make today's video really quick. Basically, I have 2 videos based around this topic, and I'm trying to be very vague whenever speaking about these videos because the other 2 got demonetized, and they're the 2 videos of mine that I've done the best, view-wise and like interaction-wise. By the way, this is a face mask because I've been breaking out. I'll take it off later in about 20 minutes. Today's video is going to be different from the others because I'm actually going to have to be putting this to the test. I guess also to help prove that this works, but also because I need this to work. So, I am not a felon. My boyfriend and I were doing what we usually do, riding around, smoking. Usually we'll smoke blunts, or we'll smoke joints, or bowls, or dabs. This time we happen to be smoking dabs. Now, I live in the state of Florida, so concentrates are a felony here. And we were riding through a neighborhood, parked at a park in there that we've been going to since before we even ever smoked. And we made the mistake of hotboxing the car. Somebody called the police showed up and knocked on the window. We rolled the window down. All of the smoke went out into the cop's face. Told us to step out of the car, searched the car, found the dabs and the paraphernalia to do the dabs. And yeah, now I'm a felon. I spent about 2 or 3 days in jail. I think it was 2 days in jail before I was ROR'd, because fortunately it was my very first offense, so I got out pretty easy. Had I had anything else in my record, I would not have gotten off so easy, so I was very fortunate. Now I have to go to a program, so it's called pretrial services. It's basically like probation, but yeah, it's basically like probation. A little bit different, but it's basically probation. So I get drug tested every other Wednesday. One Wednesday I have to call, the other Wednesday I have to go in and take a pee test. Now, I'm going to my medical marijuana card consultation because when I was in jail, there was a nurse there, and she told me, you know, all of this could have been avoided had you just applied for your medical marijuana card. She told me I qualify because I have PTSD and I have documents that prove that, and that's a qualifying condition. So, the nurse in jail recommended I apply for it. I've had other psychiatrists and like primary care doctors recommend that I get it. And now I feel it's really important that I get it because I'm being tested, and like the only thing that I do now is, now she's got face mask on her beak. I'm gonna set her up there. The only thing that I do now is marijuana. So I think it's pretty unfortunate that I'm in this program for marijuana, that I'm now a felon for marijuana. So yeah, I'm gonna get my card, which I should have done to begin with. But in the meantime, before the card comes, gotta do this again. So, got a thing of cranberry juice that's literally like this big, and then all the water in the world. So I'm probably gonna go through about 1 gallon to 2 gallons of water by tomorrow. My test is tomorrow. So starting tonight, if you hear stuff and see her tail flipping around, it's because she's sitting on the top of my bird. Certo. So I'm gonna start this tonight. I'm gonna switch it up for this video because before, in my old videos, I was always doing it for like a rehab or like personal testing. This is probation, basically. So I'm gonna be extra precautious. I've got 2 packs here. So I've got a cup of cranberry juice right here, and some Certo Sure Gel Fruit Pectin. See, this really does suck, this program, but at least it gives me another video opportunity to be able to like not only show that this works for my at-home tests and for like rehab or whatever, but now I can also make a video as to whether or not it works for probation, which a lot of people made comments about asking. So Now we're finna find out. So I'm just gonna mix this whole packet of Certo into this cup of cranberry juice. I'm going to take one final dab and then take my medicine for the night, and then come back, take off this face mask, and then come back, and then chug that drink on camera, like I always do. And then I also bought one of these detox drinks, the Jazz detox drink from one of the smoke shops that I go to. So I'll drink that tonight on top of the Certo, just for a little fun extra precaution, just to, I don't know, just to do it. And then tomorrow I'll drink another cup with the probably 2 Certo packets, just to be extra sure. And then obviously a lot more water and a lot more cranberry juice. And there's thunder and lightning outside. But did my final dab. And you can see while I've been gone, all the Certo has lifted to the top. So it's like the Certo is basically sitting on top of the cranberry juice. So I'm definitely gonna have to chug the top layer. Definitely have to chug the top layer first. I have 10% left on my phone, so if it dies, rip. Well, it was so bad. Most all of it was at the top. When I first started drinking, it was just straight sludge, like really thick sludge. Now it's mostly just juice left. Honestly, it doesn't taste as bad in cranberry juice, because cranberry juice has like ooh, cranberry juice is like a sweet, sour, bitter taste. Let me wipe this off really quick. Alright, you guys, it's the next day. Gotten showered, dressed, put my makeup on. Now first I gotta go to my medical marijuana consultation. Hopefully that goes good, because then maybe I won't have to do this again in the future. Fuck. But I'm gonna continue drinking tons of water. Probably gonna drink another half gallon to a gallon before the test. And then last night I only took one of these packets with my cranberry juice. And now I'm probably gonna drink probably about an hour before my test. I'm gonna drink one of these, but I'm also gonna drink one right now. So I'm gonna drink one right now, and then later, about an hour before my test, I'm gonna drink another one of these mixed with the cranberry juice, because that makes it easier to swallow for me. So yeah, I'm gonna go make a cup of cranberry juice and pour this in there and keep drinking more water, and I'll be right back. I'm a medical marijuana patient now, bitch. Okay, so I just got back from my consultation with my medical marijuana doctor, and he sat me down, went in, weighed me, got my height, my weight, and then they sat down to my blood pressure, and I was 150 over, I don't remember what the bottom number was. The bottom number was like 2 points above the average, but that top number though, like I don't know anything about blood pressure, and I feel fine. I mean, I'm extremely overwhelmed and stressed, so that's probably why it was so high. But it was 150, and apparently the average is 130. So I'm a whole 20 points above where I should be when it comes to my health, my blood pressure. I'm a very high-strung person, so like I kind of always figured this was just me, but apparently I have extremely high blood pressure. So I learned that today. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up now. I just got back. They entered me into the medical marijuana patient registry. So I'm officially a medical marijuana patient in Florida. And now let's resume. Now I feel like I just did all of this for nothing. Like, I'm pretty sure I can fail my test now and be fine because I have my card now. But just to be safe and to continue this video for you guys, because I realized in my past Certo video, my original one, I talked about how I used this to pass tests in rehab. So I know for a fact Certo works for tests in rehab because I've done it. I know for a fact Certo works for at-home tests because I literally made a YouTube video, which I will link in the description below, where I did drugs at home and then did the Certo method and then took an at-home drug test and I passed. So I know now that Certo works in rehab, Certo works for at-home tests. Now this video will be to see if Certo works for probation drug tests. So again, for the comments that I know I'm going to receive saying just do the damn trick, just get the fake pee, get the, you know, whatever, I can't do that. They watch me. They literally watch me pull my pants down. They watch me pull my underwear down, and they stand there in the doorway staring at me as I urinate into the cup. There's no way for me to take fake pee or somebody else's pee and to put it in the cup, so stop commenting that. Not everybody has it that easy. Anyway, now that little mini rant's over, I'm talking really fast because I'm really excited and I'm really trying to get this over with so I can go ahead and take the test and come back here and tell you guys the results. So, just like before, got another cup of cranberry juice right here. Another pack of Certo, but this time I'm going to be doing 2 packs into the one thing of cranberry juice just to speed things up, because I'm trying to get this out of the way so I can come home and take another dab. Okay, completely empty. You see that? All that clear stuff at the top? That's all the Certo. This is all of the cranberry juice. So I'm so disgusting. I'm literally disgusting, but I'm in a hurry. I'm not finna go across the house just to go and find a freaking butter knife to stir this sanitarily. I'm just gonna use these freaking scissors that have been used to cut everything from ass hairs to dog fur to God knows what. Because I'm just the cleanest bitch ever. Now it's all mixed together. You can't really see the difference between the Certo and the... Now I'm gonna chug. I have a brain freeze. Oh, this never gets easier. Never. Do me a quick favor, stop what you're doing, leave a like, drop a comment, and subscribe, hit that little notification bell because this video is going to be demonetized. Any video that I make involving THC or drugs in any way, shape, or form, even though I do not show them in my video, will be demonetized just because I am talking about them. Which is technically not allowed for YouTube's community guidelines because I'm not breaking any community guidelines by showing you guys how to pass drug tests. There is nothing in the YouTube community guidelines that says I cannot teach people how to pass a drug test. But that doesn't keep them from demonetizing my videos. So do me a favor, hit that like, comment, and hit that subscribe button, that little notification bell, because it'll help me out a lot because my videos, the ones that go places, are demonetized. So it'd mean a lot to me if you could subscribe. About 6 to 8 years ago, I was 13 years old, and I was getting ready for my very first drug test from rehab. I remember doing so much research looking for accurate ways to pass that test. I was so afraid. And I saw Certo, and I didn't really see many videos, and I never could figure out why. Because I figured this had to be a problem that like a lot more people were having other than just me. Now I realize nobody makes videos on how to pass a drug test because they get demonetized. Nobody wants to make a video on something that they're not going to make any money off of. So basically people don't like making how to pass drug test videos because they don't like helping people unless they're getting something out of it. But here I am, making this video when I no longer have to, knowing it's going to get demonetized and I won't see a single cent from it. because I care. Like, I remember being 13 years old, scared shitless because I was smoking marijuana. Somebody caught me and I was being drug tested for marijuana. I remember thinking how stupid it was and how scared I was, not knowing what to do, how to pass. So here I am making these videos now, 6 to 8 years later, still back on my bullshit. Just trying to help you guys out because I know what it's like to be in your shoes. I've been drug tested at home by relatives, I've been drug tested in rehabs, inpatient and outpatient. And now I'm being tested for probation / pretrial services, so we're finna see if it works for this too. I've already confirmed that it works for other things if you do it correctly. By the way, correctly varies greatly. Say you're a 300-pound dude, you're probably gonna need like 4 to 5, 6 packets of Certo and like 2 or 3 gallons of water versus like a half gallon to a gallon. Like, depending on how tall you are, how frequently you smoke, depending on what other drugs that you're using, depending on your body fat percentage, how tall you are, what gender you are, there's a lot of different factors that play into how much Certo you need to drink, how much cranberry juice, how much water, all of that. So this is not a one-size-fits-all. Just know that. Like, if you don't pass with this method, increase something. Increase the Certo, increase the water, which is most likely what you need to be increasing. Increase the cranberry juice. Just, if this doesn't work for you, increase different things here and there. Just tweak it and get it to your liking. Get it to where you pass. That's also why I recommend you guys buy at-home drug tests. I can link in the description below where I get mine off of Amazon, or you can get them at Walmart, Kroger, grocery stores, super centers, places like that. But it's always safe to test yourself at home before going into the actual drug test, just to be sure. You know, you don't want to just go in blind. Don't assume that this is working. Try and prove to yourself at home that this is working before you go, excuse me, and take the actual test. Do your best to eat before doing this. One thing that'll help you a lot with passing, all this is doing is diluting your urine. It isn't keeping you clean. It's going to keep you clean for about an hour. 2 hours, 3 hours at the very, very most, but I'd only give it an hour window. So do this an hour before the test, which is what I'm doing right now. Now, this is just basically, it's not really making me clean or keeping me clean. It's just putting so much water and so much crap in my urine that any drugs that are in my urine are going to be next to undetectable, because my pee is going to be basically water after this. So here's the issue with doing this. That could cause retest. It could cause your PO to retest you, or whoever's testing you, it could come up with an inconclusive test result. Because if you drink too much water, they detect how much water and how much creatine is in your pee. So if you have too high or too low, above or below the normal levels of water and creatine in the urine, excuse me, they're gonna call for a retest. They're gonna be like, you're diluting your urine. This isn't normal. You should have way more pee compared to, and way less water. So retest. But honestly, I would much rather a retest than to hear, put your hands against the wall. Honestly, I would rather hear them say, it's undecided, you're gonna have to come back and retest, than to hear that fucking turn around, put your hands up against the wall, hear that metal shackles, and you're going back to jail. I would much rather an inconclusive test and a retest versus a positive, because positive, my ass is going right back to jail, and that's what we're not trying to do. So be very careful, because if you don't have the right amount of creatine, you know, the right amount of B12, the right amount of stuff in your urine, they're gonna tell. They're gonna tell that you're purposefully diluting your urine. Now, one easy way to go around this is to say that you have a urinary tract infection. Just explain to them explain to them that your doctor told you to take cranberry pills, to drink a lot of water and a lot of cranberry juice. Just explain to them that you have a urinary tract infection. Obviously, it doesn't have to be true. But if you ever get caught with an inconclusive test, meaning you diluted your urine so much to the point that it's inconclusive, they can't accept it as a negative or a positive, Tell them you have a urinary tract infection. Tell them that you had to flush your urinary tract because you have an infection, so your doctor told you that you had to drink a lot of water, a lot of cranberry juice, a lot of cranberry pills. Medical excuse as to why your urine is so diluted and so clear. And I hope I see you guys again. If not, I love you guys, and I will be out soon, hopefully. Please take care of yourselves, and remember, if you can't be good, you better be good at it. I'm only saying all of this in case I don't come back, because I love you guys. I'm gonna be really sad if I get back in jail, but I will be back out, because it's my first time offense, and it's for marijuana, so I should not be in there for too long if I do get rearrested. Hopefully. But yeah. Hopefully they don't arrest me even if I do fail, because now I'm in the medical marijuana card registry thing, but we're finna find out, so wish me luck. Let's get it. So I just got back from my PO. Let me go into another room because there's copyrighted TV on and I'm not trying to get copyright claimed. Alright, so I went upstairs. So this is a really dingy room. So I'm gonna keep my head up here so you don't see how messy this room is. But I just got back from my PO's office. I passed the test with Certo, and I guess that Jazz detox drink definitely helped. They moved my court date, so it's no longer tomorrow. It should be like next week or the week after. So I should have another drug test before court, so I will keep you guys updated on those drug tests as well. But for now, I have confirmed that Certo does indeed work for probation drug tests. And yeah, that's all I really set out to do today. So I guess that's all for today's video. Like, subscribe, and comment for more. Say bye, Chauncey. Bye, Chauncey. Sweet kisses.